But as we get ready then to go into round one, and this is an important round for Alternate, they cannot lose this, otherwise they can almost, well, pretty much guarantee that they're not going to qualify. But we'll have to check that out later to see how Pandemic do, but it's going to be very, very tough for them as they're playing currently what is ranked number 2 in Group A, and that is Team x6tence, the Spanish team across the top. So Regrowth Safrone going to follow Siler out of the gates as he gets his fingers ready on those arrow keys. Mouse clicking his mount, no doubt.
It's going to be very important for Sanchez to not get taken out of stealth right now. If he can get a sap on the Priest, they might be able to do a lot of damage early, forcing the Druid to come out. So we'll have to see. We see a... Oh, and he did get taken out by the Warrior.
Oh, and he broke the first poly as well on Siler. So I didn't need a dispel either. Out comes the first pet then, and looking to do damage onto Siler. He goes into shield to mitigate this and actually attacking the pet himself. That goes down, so that's not going to allow the mage Sojo a second freeze or shadow combo, but he doesn't need it as he is obviously rooted here. And just before it breaks, didn't manage to get a spell reflect up though. And the Warrior is using all his rage that they've luckily given Siler to stick on the back of Hogus, and you can see him taking kind of. He's the only healer, so the fact that he's on 6k mana now, and Falcon is equal, but also has a Druid, suggests that X6 are just going to play this one out on the on mana really. Going to drain hopefully the Priest, and then once they do, going to stick on him for the kill.
So Solar already, they switched to him for a little while. Sanchez was right on top of him when he was around that pillar. Looks like they're crowd controlling. Oh, Hogus actually is taking a lot of damage right now. Completely stripped of
wow, look at this. And Mind Blast Shadow will get killed under 1,500, and he is going to get killed. And Siler just playing fantastically there with his team. And you also saw on the second pet, Siler actually used Intimidating Shout, so he couldn't get controlled by that freeze. He did get Novad, but once back on Hogus, he had help from his Priest as leaving the Druid to heal. And you saw a Mind Blast Shadow of Death, and they just stuck to the Priest. And that's really surprising, because you'd think the Priest and the Mage could position themselves well enough that they're able to control that Warrior in positions that he can't get a Dispel.
Yep, but it looks like that Priest was all over the place.
Well, he started off in a bad position. He went from one pillar to another for like almost no reason.
Well, Falcon, he landed an early fear on 2 targets, which can play a big role in these 3v3s. Whenever your team is double crowd controlled like that, you're going to fall behind so quickly.